everyone! I'm Teacher I.
I'm Teacher Honey.
From Cararayan National High School,
We are your hosts for the 6th webisode of e-TSN. Do you know, Ma'am I, why we have this webisode e-TSN?
Of course, that is to showcase the talents of Nagueños.
And of course, to hone their
What are we
skills.
waiting for?
Let's watch and enjoy our webisodes for this season.
Without much ado, wherever you are, may I request everyone to please stand
To pay respect to our flag by singing the Philippine National Anthem.
to be followed by a prayer and singing of the English Fam team song.
I really don't care so much in doing God's work. I'm just busy with my tasks and dealings of this world. But one night I dreamed God's warning that He owns all these talents, and my life could end any moment. So I have realized through this lament, Lord, use my eyes to see what others need. Use my hands to do some kindly deeds. Use my feet to guide a struggling soul, my mouth to sing and say comforting words. Lord, use my heart to love unselfishly. Use my mind to think things that are godly. Use my ears to hear and ease their pain. For now to me this is what'll matter, to serve you, Lord, not in the future, but use me now. This humbly I vow. Suddenly I wake up that night and found myself crying with the thought how God loves me, yet to Him I've done nothing. So I get on my knees and prayed, Lord, from now on I am yours. I'll follow all your ways. Please use use me now, wherever be the course. Lord, use my eyes to see what others need. Use my hands to do some kindly deeds. Use my feet to guide a struggling soul. My mouth to sing and say comforting words. Lord, use my heart to love unselfishly. Use my mind to think things that are godly. Use my ears to hear and ease their pain. For now to me, this is what'll matter, to serve you, Lord, not in the future, but use me now. This humbly I vow. Lord, use my eyes to see what others need. Use my hands to do some kindly deeds. Use my feet to guide a struggling soul. My mouth to sing and say comforting words. Lord, use my heart to love unselfishly. Use my mind to think things that are godly. Use my ears
are thrilled to announce an exciting twist to our upcoming contest. Each month will bring a unique celebration of talent aligned with various monthly observances. We believe that this thematic approach will not only add vibrancy to our events, but also provide a platform for showcasing diverse talents in connection with significant occasions. As we embark on this journey of creativity and expression, each contest will be infused with the spirit of the monthly observance, offering an opportunity for participants to explore and interpret their talents in alignment with these themes. From cultural heritage and awareness months to commemoration of important events, we aim to celebrate the richness of our community's talents through a tapestry of creativity. We encourage you to embrace the challenge, drawing inspiration from the themes and weaving your unique skills into the fabric of each contest. Whether it's music, art, literature, or any other form of expression, let the monthly observance be the muse that guides your creative journey. This thematic approach not only adds a layer of significance to our contest, but also fosters a sense of connection and shared celebration within our community. It's an opportunity for us all to learn, appreciate, and revel in the diversity of talents that make our community so vibrant. Get ready to explore the boundless possibilities that each month's theme brings, and let your creativity shine as we collectively celebrate the beauty of talent in all its forms. We look forward to witnessing the incredible displays of creativity and talent that will undoubtedly emerge from this exciting new chapter in our contest.
Our theme was National Disaster Resilience Month. Let's all watch the entries of winners from different schools.
As an individual, how resilient are you to disasters? Do you think you are ready when it happens? Ladies and gentlemen, I am Axel Rain Villania, and it is my pleasure to share with you important information about disaster resilience. Let us start with, what is disaster? Disaster is a calamity of sudden happening. A disaster can lead to injuries and even death to people. These are caused by earthquakes, tsunami, drought, heavy rainfall, hurricane, or even armed conflict. It may also be because of a huge change on climatic conditions on Earth. All these changes may lead to natural disasters. Now, what is disaster resilience? Disaster resilience is the ability of a person to prevent disasters and to recover from the adverse effects of natural hazards. They say, resilience is not something every human has or can acquire. However, it is a skill that can be developed through knowledge, understanding, and practice. Being able to respond well during disasters is a lifesaver, and anyone can be a lifesaver anytime it happens. How can we apply our knowledge on disaster management? So today, allow me to share with you 3 important tips to keep us safe and endure difficult situations. Let us call it the KSP for disaster resilience. K is for knowledge. In my experience, no matter how prepared you are, you can still fail in helping yourself and others cope with the situations around you. Your knowledge about safety measures and first aid is the basic baon we should always carry with us in every disaster. Preparation is a must. Predicting the probability of the types of disasters can help in minimizing the vulnerability of the people. So, it is important to have a primary or secondary plan on how to decrease the risk of disasters and to deal with them. S is for skills. If one is prepared with proper disaster management skills, like first aid response to injured persons or problem-solving skills, he or she can save oneself. All these skills in managing situations may not avoid troubles, but it can surely minimize the impacts and damage during disasters. Along with these skills, we prioritize our health and well-being to adopt and build a disaster-resilient nation to save lives and mitigate the damage to properties during disasters. Lastly, P is for positivity. A proper mindset takes us anywhere we want to be. As humans, we always prioritize saving ourselves before others. That is good, because we cannot really help others if we cannot help ourselves first. Our life is our priority, but I am not saying that we become selfish about it. Again, we save ourselves so we can save others too. And as Filipinos, we are known for having a positive outlook in life, that even if we are in the midst of disasters and problems, we still manage to smile. Not because we think that we can replace our problems with a positivity or with a smile, but because we know that after every rain, there's a rainbow. Our troubles will just come to pass. Our country, Philippines, is a strong nation because in every disaster comes a display of our remarkable values such as bayanihan, malasakit, and sense of volunteerism. In times of disasters, I hope you bring with you the KSP for disaster resilience. Once again, knowledge, skills, and positivity. Always remember, safety isn't expensive. It's priceless.
The resilience of Filipinos in the face of disasters is truly remarkable. The Philippines is prone to a variety of natural calamities, including typhoons, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and floods. Despite the frequency and severity of these disasters, Filipinos have shown an unwavering ability to adapt, endure, and recover. One of the key factors contributing to Filipino resilience is the strong sense of community and the bayanihan spirit. In times of crisis, neighbors and even strangers come together to help one another. This collective effort ensures that those affected by disaster receive the support they need, whether it's sharing food, offering shelter, or participating in relief operations. Filipinos understand the value of unity and solidarity. The Philippines also has a well-established disaster risk reduction and management system. government agencies, non-government organizations, and local communities work together to prepare for disasters, respond effectively when they occur, and aid in the recovery process. This proactive approach has saved countless lives and reduced the impact of disasters. Filipinos also display remarkable adaptability. They have learned to build resilient homes and structures, evacuate when necessary, and develop skill for survival in challenging conditions. The ability to bounce back and rebuild after a disaster is a testament to their strength and determination. While religion plays a significant role in Filipino resilience as well. Many Filipinos are deeply religious and find solace in their faith during trying times. This spiritual strength provides emotional support and helps individuals and communities cope with the trauma of disasters. The resilience of Filipinos when confronted with natural disaster is a testament to the strength of their communities, their adaptability, the importance of family bonds, their disaster preparedness efforts, and their unwavering optimism. While the Philippines remains susceptible to a range of natural disasters, the resilience of its people continues to inspire the world. It serves as a reminder that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit can endure and thrive through unity, adaptability, and a hopeful heart. To take everything into account, the resilience of Filipinos when facing natural disaster like typhoons serve as an inspirational example to the world. There is strong sense of community adaptability, deep family ties, disaster preparedness, and optimistic outlook make them extraordinary. In the face of adversity, the Philippines remains vulnerable to typhoons, but the Filipino people's resilience is an enduring testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity when confronted with nature's most formidable challenges.
Nobody can stop natural disasters. We are the cause and we are the remedy, as stated by Santos Calvar. This statement lived in my mind rent-free as it is so agreeable. Don't you think so too? Hello there everyone. My name is Melwin Sevilla Mora, a grade 11 student from Cararayan National High School. And I am here today to discuss a topic of utmost importance, natural disaster resilience. Our world has faced numerous challenges, and one of the most significant in recent times is the global COVID-19 pandemic. This crisis has taught us invaluable lessons about the importance of being prepared, resilient, and united in the face of adversity.
I can still remember how gray life was back then. As a young Filipino, I could tell that the pandemic had a huge impact in the lives of every one of us. The opportunity to make friends and gain knowledge at school was taken from us. Although we have technologies, it is undeniable that life is still better if we could enjoy it beyond the screens.
Not only that, the economy declines. It did not soar high as we want it to be. As the inflation became worse, most of the population couldn't afford even the basic needs that we must have on a daily basis. The virus surely killed a lot, but if we were to be honest, most of those who died lost their lives from poverty. After the series of unfortunate events, I'm wondering, ladies and gentlemen, why are we still standing strong? Why are we still enjoying life? Simple, because of resilience. Filipino as we are born and raised resilient. Well, natural disaster resilience is not just a catchphrase. It is a mindset, a strategy, and a collective effort to safeguard our communities and nations against unforeseen calamities. It involves a multifaceted approach that encompasses preparedness, response, recovery, and mitigation efforts. In the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, we have witnessed the strength of the nations that are well prepared and the vulnerabilities of those that are not. First and foremost, preparedness is the cornerstone of resilience. This includes robust healthcare systems, efficient emergency response mechanisms, and widespread awareness campaigns. Investment in research and development, along with the stockpiling of essential medical supplies, is crucial. Moreover, education plays a pivotal role in empowering citizens with knowledge and skills necessary to protect themselves and others during a crisis. Secondly, an effective response is vital when disaster strikes. Timely and well-coordinated actions can mitigate the impact of the disaster, save lives, and prevent further devastation. Collaborative efforts between governments, non-governmental organizations, and international bodies are essential to ensure a swift and effective response. The COVID-19 highlighted the significance of global solidarity and cooperation in overcoming challenges that transcend borders. As responsible citizens, we all have a role to play in building national disaster resilience. We must stay informed, follow safety guidelines, and actively participate in community preparedness initiatives. COVID-19 pandemic has shown us the importance of being resilient in the face of national disasters. By investing in preparedness, coordinating effective responses, supporting recovery efforts, we can build nations that are strong, adaptable, and capable of withstanding any challenge that comes our way. Let us work together, hand in hand, to create a future where our communities are not just survivors, but thrivers, even in the face of the most daunting challenges. Thank you.
Do you hear? The voices screaming. Like thunder in the midst of chaos. Humans face the doomsday of our Mother Nature as if it's the last day on Earth. There's no hope. There's no hope. But there is a clear and simple way. Look close and you'll see the answer is you and me. Disaster resilience, the bedrock of societal fortitude, manifests in the collective strength to adapt and recover from adversities. In the crucible of the new normal, where the familiar rhythms of life have been disrupted by the relentless cadence of unprecedented crisis, the essence of disaster resilience finds its most poignant expression in unity. The new normal, marked by a landscape of uncertainty, requires not only individual fortitude, but a collective resolve far more resilient than the sum of its individual parts. Disaster scrutinizes the resilience of human connections. In times of disaster, the tendrils of compassion and cooperation weave a tapestry of support, binding individuals into a formidable social fabric. A resilient society is one where altruism flourishes, where neighbors become lifelines, and the empathy that threads through the community serves as an anchor amid chaos. The new normal demands a redefinition of unity, one that transcends geographical, cultural, and societal boundaries. In an interconnected world, a disaster in one corner reverberates globally. The aftermath of disaster unveils the mettle of a resilient society. Recovery is not merely reconstruction. It is a phoenix rising from the ashes, infused with the wisdom gleaned from tragedy. It is a testament
to the unwavering determination to transform scars into stories of triumph, to reshape vulnerabilities into pillars of strength. Resilience is not a static achievement, but an ongoing dialogue with change, an acknowledgement that unity is the heartbeat of survival. In conclusion, disaster resilience is the symphony of solidarity. As we stand on the precipice of an unpredictable future, let resilience be our compass, guiding us through the storms and navigating through the murky depths of turbulence. Diverse perspectives and skill sets are not fragments, but complementary pieces of a mosaic designed to weather the storm. Communities tested and tempered by preparedness emerge as architects of their destiny, defying the capricious whims of nature or unforeseen crisis.
And for the month of August, our theme was National Lung Month. The purpose of this theme is for us to take care of our lungs. Let's all enjoy the videos.
Good day, Nagueños! Happy Lung Friendly Day! We are here to raise awareness about the importance of having healthy lungs. Lung health is a crucial component of overall well-being and quality of life. Now, let us hear from an advocate of health is wealth, Miss Angel Antonio.
What's up, Nagueños? In this video, we are going to talk about the significance of physical fitness and health. Physical fitness is the ability to perform daily activities without any fatigue, which encompasses various aspects of health such as cardiovascular strength and endurance, muscular strength and endurance, flexibility, and body composition. This plays a crucial role in maintaining our overall well-being and preventing us from having chronic diseases. This video aims to provide an extensive knowledge about the importance of physical fitness and physical health, highlighting its several benefits and its impact in various aspects of human health, such as cardiorespiratory health, muscular strength and endurance, and psychological well-being and mental health. Cardiorespiratory health and endurance refers to how well your heart and lungs work together in performing moderate to intense physical activities. Aerobic exercises such as running, cycling, and swimming enhance heart and lung function, which increases cardiac output and improves proper circulation. This, in turn, reduces the risk of having cardiovascular diseases like stroke, hypertension, and coronary artery disease. The next one is the muscular strength and endurance. It is also an important component of physical fitness. Strong muscles support proper posture and body mechanics, reducing the risk of musculoskeletal injury. Moreover, having an enhanced muscular strength and endurance enables an individual to perform daily activities and tasks with greater ease and efficiency, promoting functional independence and quality of life. For the last one is the psychological well-being and mental health. Regular participation in physical activities and maintenance of physical fitness has been said to have a positive effect on our psychological well-being. Doing physical activities like dancing stimulates the release of chemicals from our brain like endorphins and serotonin, which contributes in improving an individual's mood. In addition, having to perform daily activities reduces the symptoms of anxiety and depression and improves one's self-esteem. This video underscores the importance of physical fitness in promoting and maintaining overall well-being and health. Actively engaging in physical activities and maintaining physical fitness levels has far-reaching benefits that impact our cardiorespiratory health, muscular strength and endurance, flexibility, body composition, mental health, and overall quality of life. Recognizing the significance of physical fitness is crucial in promoting a healthier and more active society. Magkaisa tayo para sa maginhawang paghinga ng bawat Pilipino. Lead a healthy lifestyle and practice a healthy lifestyle. Your health is your wealth.
All is well in the Wellness Mass Demonstration. Great job, Angel! This time, Miss Angel Antonio will present to us some individuals to share their thoughts and experiences.
Role ni sa school, sa work na makapag-provide ng quality healthcare sa kuyang mga students and and faculties and sa mga non-teaching personnel, kaya na for sumanggirahe kami. Naging vaccinator kami during the time of our training para makatapagtawning info sa mga students and teachers. Kasi siyempre na yung campus kamo, yung kami sususin ng mga araw, kami yung sa school. Siyempre nag-improvise kami, nag-give kami yung mga webinars.
In 2019, our country was afflicted by an infectious illness, which caused us to struggle emotionally, psychologically, physically, and of course financially. Coronavirus forced us to adopt a new normal way of living, which is changing our way of life. This infectious illness encouraged us to be more aware and conscious that lead us to this tagline, magkaisa para sa maginhawang paghinga ng bawat Pilipino. That tagline embodies one of our most beloved Filipino values, pagkakaisa, that help us to live in secure and comfortable environment during and after the pandemic.
In video diaries of few individuals sharing their inspiring journey. Thank you for joining us in celebrating Lung Health Awareness Month. Don't forget to like and share. See you next time!
Good day everyone, I am Rafael John Vigabo, a grade 9 student of Santa Cruz National High School, and today I want to share my story. A story about strength and the importance of health and living a healthy lifestyle.
Living with asthma has significantly affected my academic journey. Asthma is a condition that affects my respiratory system, making it difficult to breathe at times. As a result, I face numerous challenges in my academic performance. Yes, it affects my ability to fully participate in physical education activities or engage in sports activities. While my classmates can freely perform, I always find myself struggling to keep up due to limitations. It makes me feel excluded at times. First, my dream to become a known football player seemed to fade away. Despite these difficulties, I am always striving to excel in my academics and enjoy my high school life. Moreover, asthma can occur unexpectedly, causing me to be absent and miss my teachers' activities and lessons. These sudden absences disrupt learning, but I remain positive, motivated, and responsible. I always catch up with my assignments with the help of my teachers. Indeed, I am grateful for my teachers' considerations and guidance. Additionally, allergens in our classroom can trigger my asthma symptoms such as chalk dust and classroom dust. It can worsen my situation and lead me to frequently cough. As a result, it is difficult for me to concentrate on my studies when I'm struggling to breathe. It also hinders me from participating in board work activities.
If you're a student like me, I understand the pressures and stress that can come with academic life because of asthma. But let me tell you, giving up and unhealthy lifestyles are not the answers. Choose a healthier path, take care of your body, you only have one life, and it's worth protecting. To my fellow students, I want to emphasize the importance of our healthy lifestyle. Taking care of our bodies and minds can significantly impact our overall well-being and academic performance. Let us support and encourage each other to live healthily. Lung health matters. Make it a priority.
We are Nine Rivera,
and we would like to know more about our lungs.
Lungs!
This lung model shows us how the lungs function as we breathe in. Breathing is made possible by our lungs, an organ that looks and acts like a tissue filled with air. This is how the lungs look.
It is a component of the respiratory system that allows your body to absorb oxygen
while expelling carbon dioxide or waste gas.
Did you know that we breathe in and out for about 22,000 times a day? It's about 11,000 liters of air every day.
Additionally, we can survive 3 weeks without food and 3 days without water. Yet only 3 minutes without breathing can kill us. Now you know the lungs is essential and we should take care of it.
Hey, stop! What are you guys doing? Why are you doing that? Do you know what can greatly harm you and others? What? We're just trying to satisfy ourselves.
Situation like this must be avoided as smoking and secondhand smoke is the leading cause of lung diseases.
That's right. Smoking itself should be avoided by the user, as it can cause severe and long-term sickness. COPD, which includes emphysema and chronic bronchitis. It can severely harm our lungs.
Aside from that, the smoke created by a cigarette can have an impact on others around smokers. A second-hand smoke exposure can cause a lung disease, heart disease, and other disorders.
Lung diseases will never take us away. Air pollution can make it difficult for people to breathe, trigger asthma attacks, causing wheezing and coughing. That's why we should start an action.
Yes, that's right. We should really take a call for an action.
We should start with remembering the acronym LUNGS and doing the LUNGS Act. L stands for Live Without Smoke. By steering a clear of cigarette and secondhand smoke, we significantly reduce the chances of developing lung diseases. U is to undergo healthcare consultations and vaccinations.
Hey there! Remember to always eat well, as N is nourish your body with a healthy diet. I'll start eating. Have our fish here. Gulay. That's some nice. Yes,
Remember to take a break because G is to go for fresh air and avoid pollution.
Lastly, S prompts us to start daily exercises. Engaging in physical activities ensures our lungs to stay strong and healthy.
As of now, the pollution across the world increases in a very rapid state. One of the major problems includes the air pollution. This problem can greatly affect our lives with the way it can disrupt our breathing system.
I strongly believe that this Lung Act can greatly influence ourselves and others. That is why we encourage each and everyone to participate.
Sure enough, now we're in the sun, but it means to have healthy lungs and how it can influence our life if we did not cooperate in the environment.
Now that we know what the disease involves our lungs and how we should protect the organs, I wonder, why do we need to celebrate this Lungs Month?
Well, we celebrate Lung Month to increase awareness and advocate better ways for people to protect themselves from lung diseases.
As for us, it is an event where we allot the time and effort to spread the word and remind you as we say,
Empower breath, embrace life,
Nurturing lives, nurturing lives.
3.23 million deaths are recorded in 2019 caused by chronic obstructive pulmonary disease or COPD, having tobacco smoking as its main culprit, which accounts for over 70% of COPD cases in high-income countries.
With this, we celebrate the National Lung Month issued by our former president, Ferdinand E. Marcos, where we spread more awareness on the different kinds of lung diseases and call on a collective movement to support healthier air, which allows us to focus on the public's attention on respiratory wellness.
One of the inspiring stories we can hear is from Terry, a former cigarette smoker.
I went right to my bedroom, picked up a cigarette,
put it in my mouth and lit it. And for the first time, I really looked at myself in a mirror. And I thought, Terry, what are you doing? You have a hole in your gut, and you're getting ready to use what did it to you.
The lungs are vital organs in the respiratory system that enable you to breathe. They are responsible for oxygenating the blood and removing carbon dioxide. They play a crucial role in the exchange of gases, allowing you to inhale oxygen from the air and exhale carbon dioxide as waste.
Lung cancer is a type of cancer that begins in the cells of the lungs. It is one of the most common types of cancer and is often associated with smoking, although non-smokers can also develop lung cancer. Could you share your thoughts on the rising cases of lung cancer and other respiratory illnesses in our country?
As a pulmonologist, I believe the rising cases of lung cancer and respiratory illnesses in our country are a significant public health concern. The main culprits behind this increase are smoking, which continues to be a major issue, and poor air quality due to pollution. These conditions are taking a toll on the health of our population. And to address this issue, we should prioritize smoking cessation and programs, improve air quality by regulating emissions, and ensure workplace safety measures are in place. Encouraging a healthy lifestyle including regular exercise and a balanced diet, and early detection through regular checkups and screenings to reduce the risk of lung cancer.
As a professional who deals with kids on a daily basis, what are your thoughts on the increasing use of tobacco products and e-cigarettes in teenagers?
It's deeply concerning, honestly, seeing kids increasingly drawn to the use of tobacco products and e-cigarettes. As an educator, it saddens me to see students restoring to these addictive behaviors instead of seeking for help. But it is not yet too late. They can still free themselves from these chains of addiction. Our lungs are essential in everyday life, which is why lung diseases can be common and unfortunately also lethal. Lung diseases include asthma, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease or COPD, bronchiectasis, bronchitis, pulmonary fibrosis, sarcoidosis, hypertension, and one of the most deadly lung diseases, lung cancer. Avoiding these diseases is essential to having a healthy life. Therefore, as an educator, there are some steps we can take to minimize the chance of acquiring the diseases. First, avoid smoking. Second, join support groups. Third, and take part in advocating for a healthy lifestyle.
I am Yuki Jalen Disi Calzado. It is not yet too late.
I am Ryzen Karen Cunado. It is not yet too late.
I am Trisha Pashona. It is not yet too late.
My name is Mark Daniel Ayamoso. It is not yet too late.
Mind over matter. Oxygen over nicotine.
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 And now, we are also lucky to have with us our CID Chief, Annalisa F. Abulok, for her heartwarming message.
Good day, everyone. My warmest congratulations to the teachers, learners, and community stakeholders who participated in the e-Talent Search for Nagueños, spearheaded by the Education Program Supervisor for English, Dr. Richard Balagan.
In September, our theme was One Health Week.
But Ma'am Hani, what do you mean by One Health Week?
Of course, it's giving emphasis to a healthy living.
Does it mean exercising and eating healthy foods?
Exactly.
Let's all watch the videos.
Hey guys, what are you doing?
Nothing, just chilling.
Look how cool I am.
Yeah, you look cool, but is it safe to vape?
Chill, bro. It is awesome.
It is trendy, but it is safe.
It is less harmful than smoking.
Vaping is less harmful, but it is safe.
You are right, you are right. Vaping is not alright. It may be cool and trendy, but definitely unhealthy. You are right, you are right. Vaping is not alright. It may be cool and trendy, but definitely unhealthy. Once you pop, you cannot stop. Say no to vaping for a better living. Don't blow your life away. Don't let your health go astray. Your life away. Don't go astray. Oh no, don't be a fool. You are right, you're right. Vaping is not alright. It may be cool and trendy, but definitely unhealthy. You are right.
Araw mga kaibigan, ako po si Abigail A. Katimpang at ako ang inyong host para sa araw na ito. Malugod namin kayo tinatanggap sa pagdiriwang ng One Health Week na may temang bayanihan para sa kalusugan. Ito ay isang espesyal na linggo kung saan tayo ay magkakaisa upang pagtuunan ng pansin ang mga halagang aspeto ng kalusugan. One Health Week ay isang konsepto na nagbibigay diin sa koneksyon ng kalusugan, tao, hayop at kalikasan. Ito ay isang pananaw na nagsusulong ng kooperasyon at pagsasama-sama upang mapanatili ang kalusugan ng lahat. Sa magitan ng pagtutulungan ng mga komunidad, maaari tayong magbigay ng libreng konsultasyon at mga serbisyong pangkalusugan para sa lahat. Ito ang ating paraan sa pagtulong sa isa't isa. Ang pangangalaga sa kalikasan at mga hayop ay isa sa mga paraan upang mapanatili ang balanseng ekosistema. Mahalaga ito sa kalusugan ng tao. Dahil sa One Health Week, kami ay magpapatakbo ng mga medical mission na naglalayong bigyan ang mga nangangailangan sa pangunahing serbisyong pangkalusugan. Sa pamamagitan ng gawain na ito, maipapakita natin ang diwa ng bayanihan para sa kalusugan. Ang One Health Week ay isang pagkakataon para tayo maging bayani para sa kalusugan ng mga komunidad. Huwag tayong titigil sa pagsulong ng One Health, hindi lang ngayong linggo, kundi sa mga darating pang araw. Salamat sa inyong lahat, pagkikiisa sa pagiging bayani para sa kalusugan. Magkaisa tayo at sama-sama nating alagaan ang ating kalusugan at kalikasan. Salamat sa inyong lahat at magandang araw sa ating lahat.
Health is wealth. We often hear this statement. What does it really mean? Our health is essential for our body to work or function every day. Health is a holistic state of physical, mental, and social well-being. It is a foundation upon which a fulfilling life is built. When we are healthy, we have the energy and vitality to pursue our goals and dreams. On the other hand, Poor health can result in decreased productivity and we become unfocused. Therefore, we must take care of our health to be productive individuals. This One Health Week, we need to encourage more people, especially the youth, to take care of their health. We must stop people from using vices like cigarettes and alcohol. We should help one another to stop this problem or issue on the overuse or intake of alcohol and cigarettes that results to sickness among people, especially the youth. As a student, I am here to encourage you all to take care of your health. We have many ways to have a healthy body. We should eat healthy foods such as fruits and vegetables, drink enough water, and have regular exercise. We can also be engaged in sports. Furthermore, we can also help or motivate others to support activities about healthy lifestyle. As an advocate of One Health Week, my advocacy is for you to have a healthy mind and body. Always remember that good health can lead us to a happier and successful life.
For the month of October, our theme was Filipino Elderly Week. This is to put emphasis on the importance of Filipino values such as giving respect to our elders.
Hi kids! My name is Maria Julia Gonzalez. Today I'm gonna tell you a story about a princess who never smiled. Once upon a time, there was a princess who never smiled. Throughout her life, she did not even smile. Her father loved her very much and felt very sad to see her like this. He made the announcement that whoever made the princess laugh would marry her. Soon, the palace was filled with clowns, jugglers, and many other performers. They tried a lot, but none of them could make the princess smile ever. Near the palace lived a man named Jack. Though he was a bit clumsy, he was very poor and lived with his mother. One day, Jack's mother told him to go and look for some work. He managed to get a job as a helper in an ivory that was near the palace. After the first day of work, the owner of the ivory gave Jack a dozen eggs as his wage. He carried the eggs on his arms. Jack was so thrilled that he went home running happily to tell his mother. Unfortunately, in front of the palace, his foot slipped and fell on the ground. All the eggs broke. The princess who was standing at the window of the palace saw everything but didn't even smile. When Jack reached home, his mother told him, "You foolish boy, you should have kept the eggs in your hat. Then they wouldn't have broken." "Next time, I'll do that, mother," Jack promised. The next day, after toiling throughout the day, Jack was given a piglet as his wage for the day. Recalling his mother's words, he put the piglet in his hat. But as soon as he reached in front of the palace, the piglet wiggled his way out of the hat and escaped. Jack ran after him with all his might. He fell into a puddle of mud and was covered with mud from head to toe. This time, the princess was standing at the balcony of the palace and watched Jack again. She did not smile. As he went home with the mud dripping from his clothes, his mother scolded him and said, "Oh, Jack, what should I do with you? Why didn't you tie a rope to the..." "I will do that next time, mother." The next day, Jack worked even harder. This time, the owner gave him a very big fish to take home for dinner. Just as he promised, Jack tied a rope to the fish and pulled it along the road to his home. The cats of the town smelled the fish and came running. They started nibbling the fish and ate it all up. Jack did not even realize he was in a careful mood. He passed through the palace with only the spine of the fish tied to the rope. But again, the princess did not even smile. Jack went home. His mother was again upset and said to him, "Why didn't you carry the fish, foolish boy? Next time I will," Jack replied. The next day, Jack worked harder than ever before and the owner gave him a cow to take home. Remembering the promise that he made to his mother, Jack got under the cow, lifted her onto his shoulders and tried to carry her home. Now, this looked very funny. The princess who was looking at him started laughing loudly. She couldn't stop laughing. The king was delighted to see her daughter laughing. The king called Jack and his mother to the palace. There was a big banquet. Jack married the princess and lived in the palace with her. The princess always laughed with him and lived happily ever after.
Respecting elders. There was once an old man living with his son, daughter-in-law, and family. Every dinner they eat at the dining table. But the old man's hands were very weak and shivering. Then sometimes he spilled curry, and the other times it was other food items. And one day, the glass tumbler fell down from his weak and shivering hands. His son and daughter-in-law screamed at him, "Oh, Daddy, you are so unkind and clumsy." The next day, the daughter-in-law told the son that, "You should make arrangements for your weak and old father. I do not have any money to buy new clothes and dining sheets daily. Am I right?" Together, an idea flashed into their mind. They thought firmly to make arrangements with a small table at the corner of their separate room, where the old man would be eating alone in isolation. And one day, before the time of the dinner, the girl's parents noticed that his daughter was working at a piece of wood. Then the father said, "What are you doing with this, my dear daughter?" "Oh, Daddy, this is a special gift for you. I have made the same wooden balls for you. And my dear mom, to eat your food in these balls when you do when we're very old like my grandfather." The girl's parents were badly shocked and surprised. They could not utter a single word, but were flooded with tears of big shame. They felt heartily that they had never shown regard and respect for their old aging grandfather. They felt shameful, so they went and helped his grandfather, hugged his hand, and carried him back to the dining table. And after a few minutes later, the son and the daughter-in-law were changed. And next, they started loving their father and did not even say a single word to the father. And the daughter teach his parents how to respect one's elders.
Hello everyone! I'm Daphne Jade A. Murada of Murada Ramos Elementary School. This month we're celebrating Filipino Elderly Week. You want to hear a story? The title of the story is Can You Hear That? An old man decided that his old wife was getting hard of hearing. So he called her doctor to make an appointment to have her hearing. The doctor said he could see her in 2 weeks. Meanwhile, there's a simple informal test the husband could do to give the doctor some idea of the dimensions Start about 40 feet away from her and speak in normal conversational tone and see if she hears you. If not, go to 30 feet, then 20 feet, and so on until you get a response. So that evening, she's in the kitchen cooking dinner, and he's in the living room. He says to himself, I'm about 40 feet away. Let's see what happens. Honey, what's for supper? No response. So he moves to the other end of the room, about 30 feet away. Honey, what's for supper? No response. So he moves to the dining room, about 20 feet, the kitchen door, only 10 feet away. Honey, what's for supper? No response. So he moves to the right back of her, and honey, what's for supper? For the 5th time. Chicken! My story ends here. The moral of the story, no matter what age, we should show our love and care. Thank you for listening. The Boy Who Doesn't Like to Take a Bath. Story by Ben Alba, illustrations by Marcus Lana. Papa hated to take a bath. He was very happy if he could avoid the rough face towel, the slippery soap, and cold water. Papa, go take a bath. Your water's ready, his nanny would say. But every time Papa hid the word bath, he'd feel as if a big bucket of ice cold water was suddenly pouring him. He had thought of many ways of escaping. Nay, I think I'm safe. Nay, I just finished watching my favorite show. Or he'd hide the soap and say, Nay, there's no more soap. One day, Papa's parents joined a 3-day medical outreach at the next town. They left Papa with his grandmother. Papa was just too glad. Apo, have you taken a bath? Lala asked. Yes, Lala, Papa answered. Look, my hair's still wet. I have a new sandal, shirt on too. But the truth is that Papa just wet his hair and changed his sandal. Oh, yes, you're right. But what's the bad smell? Asked his Lala Arlene. Papa pointed his pet dog and said, Oh, it's only Black, Lala. On the first day that his parents were gone, Papa felt so free. He played and played inside the house. He slid his body across the floor. He hid himself under the bed. Yippee! No school, no nanay and tatay, and no bath! On the next day, Papa played in the backyard. He climbed the guava tree and chased the ducks. Yippee! No school, and nanay and tatay, and no bath! On the 3rd day, Papa's parents were still away. Papa hadn't taken a bath for 3 days. His hair was uncombed, his body was really dirty, and stinky and smelly. Apo, wake up! Are you too late for school? Lola Arlene shouted. Papa got up and immediately put on his school uniform. He had no time to comb his hair or brush his teeth. Apo, are you sure you took a bath? Your face looks very dirty. I woke up late, Lola. Just take a bath after school. Papa was so happy to go to school because he could be with his friends. They could play with their marbles and have a game of patintero. But while they were playing patintero, Papa couldn't keep still. He was itchy all over. Papa scratched his head, he scratched his arm, he scratched his body, he scratched his buttocks, he scratched his cheeks. And so, Papa, you didn't catch TJ. Papa, you didn't catch Titi. You keep scratching yourself, that's why. Maybe you didn't take a bath. After Papa and his friends friends play at 3 rounds. Popo's friends decided to leave him out of their games. Popo was sad from far. Why would they let me play with them? Popo said, very, very sad. He tried to join them again. Please, let me play with you. Okay, but you must take a bath first. His playmates yelled and they all laughed. He had plenty of food for snacks, but there was no one to share with him. He wanted to race with his friends, but there was no one he could play with. He looked at them looked at them for a long time. He saw that they should look very different from him. Their faces were neatly combed, their faces were clean, their teeth were pearly white. But as for Popo, he looked filthy and was itching over. Popo rushed home and immediately found for the most fragrant soap and the biggest face towel. And he started to scrub. Scrub it up here, scrub it up there, splash, splash, splash. Scrub it up here, scrub it up there, splash, splash, splash. Popo felt so good for a long time. He didn't even realize that the water was cold. Popo's body felt pleasant when washed with soap and water. When he came out of the bathroom, a surprise was waiting for him. Whoa, my son smells so good! Exclaimed his tatay. Night, you're back! Shouted Popo. He kissed them both. Yes, son, we're back. In fact, we were thinking about you all the time that we were away, his nanay said. Because so many of the kids of the next town had prickly feet or scrubbies, added his nanay. They had sores all over, maybe because they kept scratching themselves. Really? Do you think it could happen to me too? Night, Tay? Yes, my son. But it did not if you always keep your body clean, his tatay said. Papa did not know about what his nanay and tatay said. He looked at his parents and said, Nay, Tay, I'm sorry, but the truth is, since you left, I have taken a bath this time. When I lied to Lola every time she asked if I had taken a bath. But from now on, I'll obey everything you said. And even though I'm left alone with Lola, I'll still be taking a bath. After Papa made his promise, our thought suddenly crossed his mind. What about Blackie?
Hi everyone! I'm Rainiel Matos Briones. Do you want to hear a story? My story is about The Extraordinary Hair of Lola by Rene Villanueva. This month, we're celebrating Filipino Elderly Week. That's why my story is all about Lola, a very extraordinary elderly woman who had very extraordinary hair. A long time ago, there was this woman whom one knew by name. Lola was what everyone called her. The river people call her Lola. Even the lowlanders and mountain dwellers called her Lola. She was Lola to everyone. What was extraordinary about Lola was her hair. Yeah, her very long hair. Do you know how long was her hair? They say it measured 1 kilometer when it was let down. But it wasn't exactly 1 kilometer because her hair had waves. So even if you laid it out on a long street in a barrio, no one could measure her hair's length. The strength and thickness of her hair were also extraordinary. Her hair had not been cut nor fallen off a single strand ever since childhood. And when the strand grew, it grew endlessly, even after caught in a landslide, trapped between the bamboo trees or lit by open fire. Lola's hair was always talked about. Her braids were longer than any procession and her hair strands were more than the votes for anyone who ran in the elections. One day, there was bad news in the town. A series of typhoons would hit the barrio. Everybody prepared for the typhoon. The barrio moved as one. They tightened the nipa roof and flattest bamboo poles were placed on a wall as a support to each of them, and each family stocked some food. They prepared for the worst. When the clouds were soaked with rain, everyone was so scared. That was the first time that they saw thick and black clouds. When the wind started to howl, they became even scarier. Oh my, I think my carabaos and goats will be blown away, one villager yelled. I'm so scared! All of us are going to be blown away too, added the other one. Despite of the situation, Lola did not lose hope. While the wind and rain howled, Lola shouted, tie my hair to every house in a barrio, even to the town hall, chapel, market, and cockfighting stadium. Hurry up! And it happened. The wind blew some strands of Lola's hair. The typhoon seemed very mad at what Lola had done. This even pleased her, for she tied the carabaos, pigs, and goats to the strands that were set loose. The villagers were so happy and grateful to Lola for what she did. She sacrificed her hair for the barrio. In the course of 6 months, 15 typhoons came one after the other, separated only by a few days. Just enough time to retie all the things to Lola's hair. I never met Lola, but I know every legend, poem, and song about her and her extraordinary hair. The moral of the story, despite our elderly's age, they are real strong in the face of problems, especially in times of crisis. Their wisdom is extraordinary.
Hello everyone, I am Alve, and today I will share my favorite story about respecting our elders. Are you ready to listen? Okay, let's start. Once there was a carpenter named Cassie who lived in a village with his son Vaso and with his father Ramu. Ramu was too old, and Cassie began to think that his father is of no use since he is unable to do any work. One day, Cassie gave food in a clay plate for Ramu to eat. Being too old, Ramu was not able to hold the plate and it was broken into pieces. The next day, Cassie gave Ramu some foods in a new clay plate. Being too old, Ramu was not able to hold the plate and it was broken into pieces. He was so angry and he scolded his father again. His son keeps on observing him. He warned his father, "Hey, old man, if you break another clay plate, there will be no food for you and you have to leave the house." Vasu was listening to his father. The next day, when Cassie arrived from work, he was surprised to see his son doing some carpentry works. He asked Vasu, "What are you doing, my son?" Vasu replied, "I am making a wood plate for you, so when you use it when you grow old, it will not break and I don't have to send you out of the house." Cassie realized his mistakes on hearing his words. He felt sorry for hurting his father. He apologized for his mistakes, then they had a nice dinner together. And that is the end of the story. Did you like the story? Did you learn something from it? I will always love this story, for it always reminds that we should respect our elders, especially our parents and grandparents. We should not let them down, for they brought us up. They deserve all the love and care, for they sacrifice a lot for us. I hope you learned something from my favorite story. Thank you for listening. Until next time.
My Lola's Ways of Love by Mary Ann L. Paz. Lola, Nelia, and I are best friends. She brought me up. She tells me that when I was born, we were living joyfully. I'd always sleep in her room, and only when she'd sing a few songs would I finally sleep. La la la, la 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 la. That's so sweet of her. I remember on most occasions, Lola Nelia would buy me a dress and a beautiful pair of shoes. On Sundays, she would drag me to the church and remind me how to behave during the Holy Mass. She would also buy me my favorite kakanin after the Mass. Lola is a child at heart. She loves to eat ice cream. Even when my parents tell her that she shouldn't, considering she's 83 years old, she doesn't listen to a word. We often share ice cream when no one else is around. I guess we're still two children, not growing up together. It is always a meaningful moment when we are together. In my youth, I can talk to her about anything and everything, and she always has the best advice. She told me that I should value and love myself the way she loves me. She also reminds me that whatever happens, I should obey, love, and respect my parents because that's the right thing to do. That's what Jesus wants. Lola Nelia valued community so much. She said nothing is greater than serving the people. It is both an opportunity and a privilege. I asked her, when can I do that? She said, as young as I am. So, I gathered all my friends and tried to help in the rebus. She likes to see me study my lessons and told me to do my best and do good to others. Every day, Lola Nelia prays the rosary. She is a prayer warrior. She said it is the easy way to talk to Jesus. She taught me to pray not only for myself, but also for others. She never forgets also to pray for the soul of my Lola Prisco. I love those times. That bond of love was engraved in my heart. A time came when I had to leave the house to work. She cried a lot, and I could not bear to see her eyes with tears. My heart felt blue. We didn't get to spend much time together this time. Those things I got to do with her were exchanged with paperwork, deadlines, and piles of other works to do. The daily audio and video calls we used to do were done on a monthly basis. I know that causes her heart to bleed, but I never get to notice. I was preoccupied. Time flies. My dad and mom called. They asked me to go home because Lola Nelia wanted to see me, but I cannot. I am direly needed at work. Year after year, they would beg me, but never did I grant their wish. One day, when I was going to work, I was caught by a child and her grandmother eating dirty ice cream. I remember Lola Nelia. I remember how she gave me time when I was still young. She contributed a lot. That's why I am who I am now. And it was only now when she crossed her 90s that I got to realize what I have lost. I must go home. I must take care of her. I must give her time. I went home surprised. I asked our relatives to come home and together we celebrated her 90th birthday with lots of foods, games, and surprises from her children and grandchildren. It was a fun-filled day. Lola is the best. I love her with all my heart. Lola, you are God's precious gift to us. We love you!
I know you are very much excited to watch the hard-earned effort of our students.
But first, let's listen to the message of the Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Cecil Farrell.
Good day, everyone. My respects to our Schools Division Superintendent and my special greetings to the Chief Education Program Supervisors, the e-PSS, PSDSS, school heads, teachers, and learners, and other members of the DepEd family and our stakeholders who are with us today. At the outset, I would like to congratulate the Curriculum and Instruction Division, headed by Chief Dr. Lisa Abulok, and to the proponent of this project, e-Talent Search for Nagüeños, the Education Program Supervisor in English, Sir Rudyard Balacano. I am happy about this activity because of some reasons. Number one, it obviously encourages creativity. When we say creativity, the ability to create, to imagine, to innovate, or to make something new about the things we think about. It is good that a person thinks. Second, it allows participants to apply knowledge and skills across disciplines or subject areas. It is something that we want as teachers, allowing our students to find more meaning into what they learn by relating it in the other subject where they also learn similar things. Third, it allows excitement, fun, and happiness. And when that happens, lessons are learned better. So I hope many will be able to participate in this virtual contest so that many also will be able to achieve the objectives that it has been designed for. Let not winning be the only goal that you have in mind when you decide to participate, because when learning is your goal, you will never lose. So have a good time, everyone. Enjoy the contest.
November is Economic and Financial Literacy Week. Financial literacy is important to elevate our status in life.
Today with Sid Patasin. Are you excited for our episode today? Hold on, because we invited guests who will help us understand financial literacy. we invited distinguished guests who will support us students to financially literate. Our first guest today has been a financial advisor for 8 years now. Let's all welcome Ariana Ni Escobar. How are you, Ariana?
I'm good. Good morning to all the viewers and to you, Sid. I am so delighted that I was invited here to your show.
We are excited of the knowledge that you are imparting us, Ariana. What is financial education important?
Financial education is more than peso and cents. It's about establishing better spending habits, instilling confidence, and equipping the next generation with the real-world skills to manage financial goals and milestones.
What does financial literacy really mean?
Financial literacy typically teaches the concepts of investing, saving, and borrowing to improve one's financial well-being. It's important that schools teach their students financial literacy to enable them to manage effectively. Learning the importance of financial literacy for students can help you prepare them to manage their finances for adulthood.
So financial literacy is a combination of skill, attitude, behavior, and knowledge that an individual must acquire in order to manage money effectively?
Yes, with financial literacy, students can understand the situation and make positive or negative financial choices.
Thank you for your time, Mariana. Now we know what is financial literacy and how it works. Welcome back to Today with Sid Patasi. After knowing what financial literacy is, we invited a student to hear something about her finances. Hello, Gia. How are you?
I'm good, Sid. I'm so delighted to be invited here.
We are too, Gia. You're a grade 5 student, right?
Yes, I am.
May we ask how much is your daily allowance?
50 pesos.
How do you spend it?
10 pesos is allotted on my snacks in the morning, 25 pesos on my lunch, and I save the remaining 15 pesos. My father fetches me to school every day.
Wow, why do you save money?
So when I want to buy something like toys or books, I will not ask money from my parents anymore. I see to it that I save money every day. I am also thrifty when buying items or goods. Every day, I only buy what is needed. I only buy my wants sometimes when I really want the thing. Another reason why I save money is that when an emergency comes along, I have money to spend.
You're great, Gia. I hope all students are like you. Indeed, financial literacy is very important among students. It equips them for adulthood, prepares them for emergencies, and teaches them about tax. It will provide a stable future. I hope we all learned something today. Thank you for watching Today with Sid Patasi. See you in the next episode. Bye!
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of e-TSN, Business and Finance. My name is Nicole Tiffany Ian Tero.
And I'm also Antonio Alberto El Matos.
I'm Metro Inigo Pempalio. And I am Princess Mary Nicolas.
In this show, we have one of the rising names in the shoes industry.
I'm so excited for you to get to know Mrs. Roma R. San Joaquin. So thank you, Mrs. Roma, for being on the show. So Mrs. Roma,
This is your first question. When did you start your business?
We started our business at the peak of pandemic, February 18, 2021.
This is your second question. Why did you decide to become a businesswoman?
Honestly, I'm not the one who decided to open Soul City. It's my husband. Hilig niya yung shoes. So, yeah, we come up to this concept.
Okay. Your third question is, how do you advertise your business?
Through Facebook. And our customers na din.
What made you choose your business location?
Availability.
What are your business goals?
Ang daming goals. Pero sa ngayon, we are hoping and for next year, we are hoping to open for second branch.
So, Mrs. Yama, how did you come up with the name for your business?
It's a mutual decision kami ni husband.
How would you describe your business workplace culture?
Light and hopeful kami lahat dito.
Does your business give back to your community?
Yes, we are doing outreaches din.
How much time do you spend working on your business each day?
Hindi naman pare-pareho kasi po. Minsan, sobra-sobra pa sa 10 hours, may get kung kinakailangan.
Another question. Have you managed any business for your own?
Wala pa. Ito pa lang.
Okay. How do you generate customer reference?
Through word of mouth referrals. Dito.
Miss Rama, how much time did it take for our business to earn a profit?
Inabot din kami mahigit 1 taon para lang ma-reach yung goal din namin na income.
How would you describe your company's success so far?
Kami po hindi pa rin namin kinoconsider na super tinitingnan lang namin na blessed talaga kami. Marami na rin ang customers sa ngayon.
What is your message to those who want to start a business?
Tiwala lang at tibay ng loob.
Folks, that wraps up another fantastic episode of e-TSN, Business and Finance. Goodbye!
See you next time!
Good day everyone, I'm James Dwayne A. Ipan and we're live at Son Rafael Radio. Today marks the beginning of a new trend in economics and financial literacy where kids are in the front lines of this endeavor. We are pleased to have with a special guest who will update us with how kids should behave in today's financial challenges and how our lives can be uplifted. Can you please introduce yourselves with your favorite quotes?
Hi everyone, I'm Julian Etas from Grade 5 Resilient. If you will save something today, you will have something to spend in the future.
Good afternoon, I'm Daniela Vinispas from Grade 5 Resilient. Maybe we are small, but we can do big things. We can earn big.
Hello everyone, I'm Mika Sas from Grade 5 Resilient. Indeed, we can live without money, but I tell you some secrets. How money can leave you.
Fantastic! Let's dive in! What is economic and financial literacy and why is it important for kids your age?
Economic and financial literacy is understanding how money works, how to manage it, and how it affects our lives. It's important for kids because it helps us make smart decisions about 3S, saving, spending, and even sharing our money.
That's a great explanation, Jillian. How about you, Miss Daniela? Can you share a simple example of economic and financial literacy that kids can relate to?
Sure, let's talk about allowance. If you receive money regularly, it's like having your own income. You can decide to save some for things you really want.
spend some on treats, and maybe even set aside a bit to share or help others. You can also make money work for you instead of you working for money. Nice example, Daniela. Now, Nico, how can kids start learning about money in a fun way?
There are lots of fun ways. You can play games that involve buying and selling, like Monopoly also. You can start a saving jar for something special you want to buy. It's like having your own little bank at home.
Refrain from gambling. Don't spend money in too much fun. Those sounds like great ideas. What about understanding the value of money? How can kids learn that?
Good question. You can learn about the value of money by comparing prices. For example, if you want to buy a toy, check the prices in different stores. It helps you make choices and understand how much things cost.
A money that is easily gained will easily be lost. But if you earn it in a hard way, don't spend it easily. You will put value on your sacrifices just to earn it. In effect, you value your money. That's a practical way to learn. Now, saving money is important. What advice do you have for kids on saving?
If you heard the people challenge, you can start a peso per a day for the whole year. You can have saved 65 pesos. What if you save 10 or 20 pesos a day? But the most important thing, you have to start it. But you cannot start it right now. If you have long understanding of your tomorrow,
don't invest it in buying new clothes or things just for display or for others to see. Invest it in worthy things like doing some business.
Save a little bit each time you get money. And before you know it, you have enough to buy what you want.
Great advice! Lastly, why is it essential for kids to talk to their parents or teachers about money? I want to inspire my parents. They are doing all the work, and if we as kids will only do more on spending, how can we make a difference?
Talking to grown-ups about money is super important. They can help answer your question, teach you more about making good choices, and maybe even help you set up your very own savings account. We have seen the hard work and sleepless nights from our parents. They do it to give us a living. It's time to raise money that kids raise.
Wonderful insights, Ms. Daniela, Jillian, and Mr. Miko. Thank you for sharing your knowledge on economic and financial literacy with our grade 5 students today. It's been a pleasure having you here.
Thank you for having us. Remember, kids, learning about money can be fun and will help you make smart choices in the future.
I'm your host. You've heard in the saying, no money, no honey, but if you kids will earn or save money, your mommy and daddy will be happy. I'm James Dwayne Ibar signing off.
Bose 101.
A great glorious day to all of you. Join us anew as we talk about one of the most crucial issues in our time. Here on Pulse 101. Problems, opinions,
solutions, and executions. Today, we invited one of the most important components of school governance. He is the president of the TCS Pupils Organization. Viewers, our guest is the future of championing actions, Alvin N. Garcia Jr. Good morning, Kapos.
Good morning, Kapos, James, and to all the Pulse people viewing us today.
We are glad that you came to our invitation to have a comprehensive training ideas regarding one of the most important issues in the contemporary period. Without much ado, let us start with Pulse 101.
To begin with, let me give you the premise of our talk. The P of our post, the problem. What do you see in our community which poses hurdles or limitations to people?
I observed that after the pandemic period, illnesses are commonly happening which is somehow connected to the aftermath of the virus. Flu, colds, fever, cough, and so on.
And what does this do to our community?
People sometimes feel afraid of going out dealing with others, thinking that they might also acquire these diseases. Or worse, they become carriers of bacteria or viruses which can also harm their families.
Now, for our own, your opinion. Possibly, is there any more serious impact that can bring to our community?
Yes, there is. In fact, it is devastating to our already adjusting to better normal society.
What is that?
I think that the economic part of our country is on the losing side because people will not be going out a lot to buy things that they usually need. I guess our stores and businesses will not be productive.
I agree with you in that case. Now for our S, our solution. What idea can you think of which will somehow help us go through this block?
My take with that is the idea I saw on social media, the use of digital economy, which is a safer and faster means to recover from degrading financial status.
Can you please elaborate further? What do we expect from this digital thing?
Let me give you the meaning first, which I base on the idea of Yassar and Pratt. The digital economy speaks of economic activities that emerge from connecting individuals, businesses, devices, data, and operations through digital technology. This means that we can already communicate with our business concerns, transact with efficiency using online connections.
How will this exactly work?
Basically, this can be realized through online means such as the internet, mobile technology, big data, information, and communications technology. It is important for us now to learn on how to make transactions using our technology. It happened before when people were not allowed to be physically present in stores. They resorted to Facebook or online selling. Look at how our people were able to adjust, which they use until today.
How safe is it to use this technology?
Of course, we know that everything we take as an action will have a corresponding positive or negative consequences. But of all the options available, we choose which provide more positive effects than negative outcomes.
Now, let us listen to what our society can say on this matter. Joining with us is correspondent Faith. Poster, it is time to expose our society.
Thank you, Brian. We have here a financial specialist from Southeast Financials, Ms. Blesseline Vidador. Ma'am, what are the advantages of having this digital economy?
Greetings, posers. Digital economy, which can come using technologies such as internet or even artificial intelligence, can give us a number of advantages. Businesses will hire only limited people to do the transactions and being there to stay in the physical location of the company. There is also a chance of a wider scope, reaching remote places or even abroad because the commercial opportunities can be made available using public domains or sites which must be chosen well by the parents or guardians if in the case students are the ones doing the transactions.
Are there disadvantages?
Of course there is. People might put at risk their private information if not processed well.
What can be done to address this?
The best way to avoid this problem is to be vigilant, never to give information easily so that you will not fall victims of some treacherous acts.
That sounds great! Now for the E, the execution. The review of the academic institution through the leadership of Mr. Luis P. Manasigan is working on moving forward with digital economy.
Before ending our program, let me take this opportunity to thank our guest for sharing his thoughts on the issue in focus.
No problem, the pleasure is mine.
Another problem has been given prop solution once more.
This has been your host for Post 101, James Justin Abelanteros
and Brent Zaid RPK. Here, we do not just talk about the problem. We provide solutions. Thank you, proposers, and see you again. See you around.
Bose 101.
What is financial literacy? Simply put, financial literacy means knowing how to handle your money wisely. Many people struggle with financial literacy, even adults. This is often due to misconceptions or a lack of understanding
about what it entails. We're here to help. We are Alvin Bitam Jr. and Armandi Rose Ebenga of Dr. Domingo G. Absede Elementary School to talk about financial literacy. Good day, everyone.
Why is financial literacy important?
Being financially literate from a young age gives an individual the tools and resources they need to be financially secure later in life. The lack of financial literacy can lead to a number of pitfalls, such as accumulating unsustainable debt burdens.
How do we become financially literate?
Becoming financially literate involves learning and practicing a variety of skills related to budgeting, managing and paying off debts, and understanding credit and investment products. Basic steps to improve your personal finances include creating a budget, keeping track of expenses.
What are some popular personal budget rules?
Two commonly used personal budgeting methods are the 50-20-30 and 70-20-10 rules, and their simplicity is what makes them popular. The former entails dividing your after-tax, take-home income paid into three areas: needs 50%, savings 20%, and wants 30%. The 70-20-10 rule also follows a similar blueprint, recommending that your after-tax take-home income be divided into segments that cater to expenses 70%, savings or reducing debt 20%, and investments and charitable donations 10%.
Financial literacy just about knowing how to budget?
No. While budgeting is a key part of financial literacy, it is only one aspect. Financial literacy also involves understanding things like interest rates, credit scores, and investment strategies.
Is it too early for me to become financially literate?
No way! It is never too early to become financial literate. You can start by learning the basics of budgeting, saving, and spending. From there, you can continue to build your knowledge over time. No! Financial literacy means knowing how to use certain concepts in your everyday life. It is not about being able to perform complex calculations.
Isn't financial literacy only important for people who make a lot of money?
No. Financial literacy is important for everyone, regardless of how much they earn. Understanding how to manage your money will help you make the most of what you have and avoid unnecessary debt.
The bottom line. Financial literacy is the knowledge of how to make smart decisions with money. This includes preparing budget, knowing how to save, deciding favorable loan terms, understanding impacts to credit, and distinguishing different vehicles used for retirement. These skills help individuals make smarter decisions and act more responsibly with their personal finances.
We hope that with this exchange of ideas, we are able to enlighten you how to manage your finances well.
Hi everyone, it's me Ryan. Welcome to my vlog. By the way, shout out po Sir Rudyard. Hi po sir. Our content for today is to interview my teacher. a financial literate. Please welcome Ma'am Joey. Hi, Ma'am.
Hi. Thank you for having me here.
How important is financial literacy?
Financial literacy is very important. Bawat miyembro sa pamilya dapat marunong o magaling humawak ng pera. Kasi para maiwasan ang paggawa ng mga maling desisyon, gaya ng paggastos o pagbibisyo. Imagine kung ang bawat pamilya ay magastos o pinaglalaanan ng pera araw-araw yung pagbibisyo gaya ng pag-iinom, paninigarilyo at panunugal. Maraming tao maraming miyembro ng pamilya ang maapektuhan. Maraming miyembro ng pamilya ang madadamay. Imbis na makatulong sa pag-aaral ng mga bata, hindi na natutulungan yung bata, pati yung bata nagtatrabaho. And again, nagli-lead sa kahirapan.
How can you live with your daily budget?
Ryan, I actually prepare a detailed monthly budget. And I do check and review it weekly. Monthly siya, pero weekly ko siya chine-check para masiguro ko na hindi ako lalampas doon sa budget ko. I divide my income into savings, investment, emergency, expenses, daily allowance, expenses including my recreation and travel expenses kasi I love traveling. Ayun. Dahil sa pagbabudget ko daily, maraming tao nagsasabi na kuripot daw ako. But in fact, I do travel. So, na-enjoy ko yung pinaghirapan kong pera. Nakakapag-travel ako, nakakalabas ako, nakakapag-relax ako. Importante kasi ang pagre-relax para hindi tayo maghinay sa pera. Para hindi natin para ginodjust yung pera. Importante na mag-relax para at least ma-enjoy mo yung pagsisave. Ay, mag-save pa ako para sa susunod. Makapunta ako sa ibang lugar.
Do you believe that savings must come first?
Yes, I do. Importante ang savings. But hindi ko kinakalimutan ang paglalaan ng pera sa emergency fund. Kasi kapag may mga hindi inaasahang pagkakataon na kailangan gumastos, minsan may mga tao na kukuha ng panggastos doon sa savings. So, nawawala yung savings. So, dapat, pag nag-save, may emergency fund din. Pag nag-save din, sigurado may goal ka. Kasi kapag wala kang goal, para saan ka pa nagsisave? Minsan nawawalan tayo ng motivation mag-save kasi wala kang goal. Pag may goal ka, masaya ka habang nagsisave. Next is be responsible and have control. Pag nagsisave, ayusin mo yung expenses mo, save or spend wisely. Para hindi mo kukunin yung pera na panggastos mo dun sa savings. And then lastly po, make it a habit. Make savings a habit. Make saving a habit para patuloy ang paglago ng pera mo. And eventually, baka magamit mo siya sa business, investment mo, paglaki mo.
Let's do fast talk in 2 minutes. Are you ready?
Yes.
Pera o siya?
Pera?
Debit, credit o copy?
Debit.
Financial literate o financial wise?
Financial wise.
Mag-iipon ngayon o mag-iipon ka lang?
Mag-iipon ka lang.
Oo o hindi. Magastos ka ba?
Hindi.
Current o savings?
Savings.
Most beautiful place to spend money?
House.
One thing you're not good at? Beauty tip to save money?
Be responsible. Have goal.
I am Joanna Dolor, a financial literate, and I am
Joanna Dolor, a financial literate and a traveler, adventurer. Family is the smallest unit in a society. I hope every Filipino families become successful.
Finally, for the month of December, our theme was International Day of Persons with Disabilities. You know, Mom Han, this is my favorite theme for this webisode because, you know, it is also important that we appreciate our gifted learners.
Of course, it's very important that we also give them chance to show their skills and talents so they will also feel belong.
So let's not make them wait. Let's watch this.
Journey John B. Rodolfo. I am gonna read you about Untitled. Untitled by Kathy McFadden. Do you know that I can walk? Hush my voice there, hear my thoughts. Feel my spirit soar above you. See my struggle or just misfortune. Am I steaming or just excited? I live like you, albeit different. My hopes and dreams are like your own. What is typical? What truly knows? I love and love with all my soul. Shed the rebels, endless perception. In my uniqueness, I am a person.
Hello everyone, my name is Jankar L. Lawrence. Today I will read a poem about disability. Disability, a curse or a blessing in disguise, and disadvantage or in advance. The ups and downs of my disability, I wonder why they call it that. Disability, let's break it down and see what we found. This, let's see in my opinion. It can mean a lot of things. It could mean I can do something. It could mean that I'm making fun of somebody. Ability to do whatever you want, to say whatever. The ability to do anything. Now that we got that out of the way, this is what disability means to me. It's a blessing. It makes me unique in my own special way. Yes, it has ups and downs. But even without it, I would still have ups and downs. Disability by Rebecca Sources.
Invisibly disabled. Poem written by Steph Holland. My eyes may be broken, but I still feel your stare. Your eyes are wide open. I'm well aware. My legs may be wobbly, but just give me some time. Get me my meals, watch I'll be fine. My bones can be fragile. Please don't be scared. My mind is quite tough, so please don't compare. My ears may not work, but I know you are there. Please don't shout, it will get you nowhere. My words get mixed up, sometimes they go missing. Letters play games with me, so don't go dismissing. Sometimes things you can see, but they are still real. You'll never believe, but you know how you feel. I am still valued, outside and in. Believe me, I'm able. Believe me, I win. Invisibly disabled. Poem written by Steph Holland.
Person with Disability, also a part of society, by Lorraine and Mohan. Do you commute going to school or work every day? In public transportation, have you experienced riding persons with disability? Do they feel comfortable and accommodated? Persons with disabilities are those persons with physical, mental, or emotional condition that keeps her from living a social functional life, which is deemed to be normal for their peers. Some of the terms for them are disabled person, physically challenged person, handicapped person, differently abled person, and person with special needs. It is a term used to refer to individuals who have long physical, mental, or sensory impairments that can hinder them to join in society. Disabilities can vary widely in nature and severity that they may be congenital or acquired later in life due to illness, injury, or other factors. Most of the times, these persons suffer from discrimination and prejudice. They feel neglected, unloved, and ignored by family and society. With this, the government declared December 3, 2006, and every year thereafter as International Day of Persons with Disabilities in the Philippines. Proclamation number 1157, Section 3 states that all public and private agencies engaged in the development of persons with disabilities are hereby enjoined to maximize their efforts to help create a society that attains the full economic and social development of our disabled countrymen, particularly the disadvantaged, and to support International Day of Persons with Disabilities in the Philippines. Most persons with disability face different struggles in life. Some companies do not hire persons with disability. How sad and depressing for them. These people also need to be employed so they can also put food in their tables and feed their family members. Sometimes these people are more productive than those able-bodied persons. The society must not be biased in hiring them. Some companies hire them, God bless them. Their job is a gift that can help boost their self-esteem and help them meet their financial needs. In the Philippines nowadays, PWDs are entitled to avail key benefits and privileges such as 20% discount on purchases, VAT exemption, income tax exemption, educational assistance, access to priority services, special parking privileges, accessibility accommodation, employment assistance, free medical and dental services, social services, legal support, and representation. Everyone should be treated equally. They too are people like us. Everyone should respect and love one another because these two words are some of the keys in building successful nations. Equality is one of the ingredients in building a better world, a world where everyone grows, not withers, and a world that produces excellence and not mediocrity.
Ready, steady, go! Most of Nisha's classmates came to school by the school bus, on rickshaws or cycles. Nisha was a little different. She came to school on her wheelchair. She lived quite close to the school. Sometimes she would meet her friends, Rahat, Piyu, and Soham on the way, and they would race each other. Nisha would be overjoyed whenever she won. Nisha loved school. She had some trouble in the beginning. The singing lessons were held on the 3rd floor, and she was unable to climb stairs in her wheelchair. The principal, Sarita, ma'am, and the other teachers soon took note of this, however, and had ramps built in the school. Now, Nisha had no trouble at all going from one part of the school to another. Nisha did her lessons well. She loved the huge school library and was a regular visitor there. She was also quite a good singer and was an obvious choice whenever the school participated in any singing competition. What made Nisha very sad, however, was that she could hardly participate in anything at all in the annual sports day at school. She was part of the school band, and the teachers arranged the school drill in such a way that Nisha would always be a part of it. But Nisha wanted to participate in the competitions this year too. She felt miserable as she saw her friends preparing for relays, high jumps, hurdles, and races.
I wish I could participate in at least one event.
Nisha's class teacher, Monira, ma'am, also noticed her gloom and discussed the matter in the staff room, but nobody could come up with any solution. The teachers were very sad for Nisha. Then suddenly, while preparing for the cycle race, Piyu had an idea. She called all the other participants in the race together and discussed her plan.
That's a brilliant idea, Pio. Let us talk to Monira ma'am at once.
The excited children rushed to the teacher.
What is it? Pio has an idea about Nisha. Tell ma'am it's about sports day.
Children, please calm down. Since I've heard it's Pio's idea, let her speak. I will never understand what you're trying to tell me if all of you talk at once. So, Pio, what is it?
Ma'am, you know how much Nisha wants to participate in at least one competition on sports day? I think she can be part of one.
Now Monira ma'am was really interested.
Really, Pio? Which one and how?
The cycle race, ma'am. We often race each other to school on our cycles in the morning. Nisha also races on her wheelchair along with us. Why not include her in the cycle race then?
Monira ma'am's eyes shone with pride.
What a wonderful idea, Pio. Let me discuss this with the other teachers in the staff room, and then we can let Nisha know in a day or two.
All the students went away happily. Principal ma'am and the teachers were thrilled when they heard Pio's plan. Sarita ma'am immediately called up Nisha's parents to ask if they would grant permission for her to take part in such a race. They were very happy and agreed. So Monira ma'am went back to class and said,
Nisha, how would you like to participate in the race on sports day this year?
Ma'am?
Nisha looked at ma'am in disbelief and hope. Smiling, Monira ma'am said,
Pio, would you please tell Nisha about your idea?
Nisha, you can be part of the game. Just as we had race in the morning, you can also join the race on your wheelchair. The faculty and the principal already approved of this. You are part of the game.
Nisha could not believe her ears as Pio excitedly explained her idea. After she had listened, Nisha spun around in her wheelchair in joy and hugged Pio. She was overjoyed. So were Nisha's parents and all the teachers of the school as they saw Nisha in line with the other participants in a cycle race on sports day. The PT teacher announced on the microphone,
Okay, contestants, ready, steady, go!
And a beaming Nisha zoomed ahead in her wheelchair.
Guilty or not guilty? Student of our objective, a creation one that was informed this month for a woman in teachers too old for a child.
Was also was and patent basically. What's done by her patient is it seems the way of suffering she could not have them that silent day.
Your name, said the judge, as he answered with a kindly look yet clear.
Mary Aguirre, if you please, sir.
And your age?
I am 15.
Well, Mary. And then for a paper, he slowly and briefly read. You are charged here. I am sorry to say it.
With stealing 3 loaves of bread. You look not like an old offender, and I hope that you can show the charge to the police.
Now, tell me, are you guilty of this or not?
A passionate burst of weeping was at first her sole reply, but she dried her tears in a moment and looked at the judge's eyes.
I will tell you just how it was, sir. My father and mother are dead, and my little brothers and sisters were hungry and asked me for bread. At first, I earned it for them.
By working hard all day.
But somehow the times were hard, sir.
And the The weather was bitter cold.
The young ones cried and shivered.
Little Janice was 4 years old.
So what I was to do, sir? I am guilty, but will not condemn.
I too, old, was stealing the bread to give to them.
Every man in the courtroom gave them and not the sea. No, as he looked up heard that the prisoners spoke the truth.
Out from their pockets came kerchiefs. Out from old, faded wallets. Treasures hoarded for years.
The judge's face was astounded.
The strangest you ever saw.
As he cleared his throat and murmured,
Something about the law.
"For one so learned in such matters,
So wise and dealing with men.
Listing on a simple question,
Sorely puzzled just then. No one blamed him or wondered when at last these words they heard.
the sentence of this young prisoner is for the present deferred."
And no one blamed him or wondered when he went to her and smiled and tenderly left from the courtroom himself, the guilty child.
Okay, good.
In honor of the strength of our PWD brothers and sisters who have maximized their potential, I, Juliana Maria Arasanya of Dr. Domingo G. Absedi Elementary School, gives my utmost respect to these people. PWD stands for Person with Disability. And how often the word person comes before disability? Just because these people have to live in physically and mentally challenging conditions doesn't mean that their world ends there. Each and every one of us, our actions are our future. Citra and Christina are set on YouTube, and you will find video upon video of commencement speeches. Without a sound, she is able to communicate passion and hope in her speeches. Just since she was born, Anna's hearing disability didn't stop her from unstoppable yearning to learn. She was awarded as valedictorian at the Philippine School for the Deaf, and her success in the academe went on from there. In 2009, she graduated magna cum laude from the De La Salle College of St. Renier with a degree in applied deaf studies. Her focus was on the multimedia arts, and she went on to become a graphic artist at her alma mater, TSP. Blazing the trail, she continued on to study abroad to pursue a master's degree. She earned her MA in Deaf Studies from the Gallaudet University, Washington, D.C., one of the world's most prominent universities in the field of Deaf Studies. She is the first Filipino to be sent to Gallaudet University with a World Deaf Leadership Scholarship. Why all the study? Anna says she wants to give back. On the New Internationalist blog, she said, I hope to not only help them, the deaf, go through college, but also make them good researchers and active advocates in their respective communities. In my advocacy, I am looking at opportunities to bring the needs of the deaf into the consciousness of society, especially the hearing people. I aim to help integrate the deaf and the hearing together in unity, bridge the communication gap, increase awareness of the deaf culture, and raise the respect for the natural sign language of the Filipino deaf, the Filipino Sign Language. It's not huge acts that make someone inspirational. It's the daily effort to better yourself in whatever situation you find yourself in. This Filipina is an inspiration, not just to PWDs, but to the rest of us as well.
Beyond Limits, David's Amazing Story by Denise Kirstein T. Gomez. Once upon a time in a small town, there lived a young boy named David who had a physical disability. He was an exceptionally bright student. His dream was to become a well-known physicist. David had a difficult journey. He was put in a challenging circumstance when he started attending school. A group of classmates started bullying him under the leadership of a boy named Jason. They would mock him, mimic his actions, and even spread rumors on his health. One afternoon, as David was strolling down the hallway, Jason and his friends started to make fun of him. Jason sarcastically said, "Hey David, are you ever going to walk like the rest of us?" Jason sneered, which caused his friends to start laughing. David took a deep breath, trying to maintain his composure. "I may use a wheelchair, but that doesn't define who I am," he replied calmly. At home, David's parents noticed a change in their son's mood. He became withdrawn and started avoiding school. One evening, David finally broke down the silence and shared what had been happening. His mother, Laura, looked at him with concern. "David, we'll handle this together. We'll speak with your teacher and the school principal. You should never have to go through this alone." The next day, David's parents met with the school principal. To their relief, found them supportive and determined to address the issue. The school initiated an anti-bullying program, and David was provided with someone who would support and encourage him. As the months passed, David's self-confidence began to grow. He joined a support group for students with disabilities, where he met Sarah, a fellow student who had faced her own battles. Their friendship became a source of strength and inspiration for one another. David loved science class at his elementary grade. He was excited and spent weeks carefully planning and assembling his project. The day of the science fair finally arrived. David set up his display and took a deep breath and flipped the switch to demonstrate how his circuit worked. But, to his dismay, nothing happened. The bulb remained dark, and the room filled with disappointed whispers. Panicking and with his heart fast beating, David knew he had to figure out what went wrong. With all eyes on him, he decided to troubleshoot the circuit right there. He checked the wires, adjusted the connections, and finally, he tried the switch again. David's hands were steady, and his determination was unwavering. There was a moment of suspense, and then the bulb ignited in a dazzling display of light, filling the room with a warm, brilliant glow. The room burst into applause, and his classmates cheered for him. It was a thrilling moment as David had faced a challenge, remained determined, and successfully fixed his project on the spot. He explained his experiment and the process of troubleshooting, and they were captivated by his determination and ability to problem solve. His science fair project turned into a remarkable success, teaching everyone the valuable lesson that perseverance and quick thinking can lead to a triumph in the face of adversity. The thrilling moment in the science fair taught everyone that even when faced with challenges, persistence and quick thinking can lead to a rewarding and exciting victory. In high school, David continued to excel academically. He took those words to heart and worked tirelessly. He received a scholarship to a Nobel University, where he studied physics and made significant contributions to the field. As he neared graduation, he was invited to speak. On the day of his speech, David said, "My journey has been marked by challenges and obstacles, but it's also been fueled by determination and support. I want to thank God, my family, my friends, and my teachers for believing in me." David's words were powerful and heartfelt. He had not only overcome bullying, but had also achieved his dream of becoming a successful physicist. His story inspired many, reminding that one could achieve greatness, no matter the obstacles they face. Thank you.
Hello everyone! Come and join me today as I read an inspiring story. Let the page that follow inspire empathy and foster great appreciation for the inherent worth of every human being. Come, let us learn together, let us grow together, and let's celebrate the triumphs of those who rises above adversity. I Talk Like a River by Jordan Scott, illustrated by Sidney Smith. I wake up each morning with the sounds of words all around me, and I can say them all. For the pine tree outside my bedroom window, for the crow and its branches, for the moon fading in the morning sky. I wake up each morning with the sounds around me, and I can say them all. The P in pine tree grows roots inside my mouth and tangles my tongue. The K is a crow that sticks in the back of my throat. The M in moon dust my lips with a magic that makes me only mumble. I wake up in the morning with these word sounds stuck in my mouth. I stay quiet as a stone. I eat my oatmeal without a peep. I get ready for the day without a word. At school, I hide in the back of class. I hope I don't have to talk. When my teachers ask me a question, all my classmates turn and look. They don't see a pine tree sticking out from my lips instead of a tongue. They don't hear a crow cock from inside my throat. They don't hide their eyes from the moonlight that shines from my open mouth. All they hear is how I don't talk like them. All they see is how strange my face looks and that I can't hide how scared I am. My mouth isn't working. It is full of words of the morning. Mornings are always hard, but this one is especially tough. I'm more stuck than ever. My teacher says we all had to talk about our favorite place in the world. Today, it's my turn, but my mouth isn't just working and I want to go home. My dad picks me up from school. It's just a bad speech day, he says. Let's go somewhere quiet. My dad takes me to the river. We walk along the shore looking for colorful rocks and water bugs. It feels good to be quiet and alone with my dad, but I can't stop thinking about my bad speech day. All those eyes watching my lips twist and twirl, all those mouths giggling and laughing. I feel storm in my belly, my eyes fill with rain. My dad sees me. I am sad and pulls me close. He points to the river and says, "See how the water moves? That's how you speak." I look at the water, bubbling, churning, whirling, and crushing. My dad says I talk like a river. This is what I like to remember. To help stop myself from crying, I talk like a river, or from not wanting to speak at all. I talk like a river. When the words around me are hard to say, I think of the proud river, bubbling, churning, and crushing. And I also think of the calm river beyond the rapids where the water is smooth and glistening. This is how my mouth moves. This is how I speak. Even the river stutters like I do. I wake up in the morning with the sounds of words all around me. I go to school and tell the class about my favorite place in the world. I talk about the river and I talk like a river. The end. I hope you enjoyed the story.
The Whizzing Roundabout. Zoe is in a wheelchair. My legs don't work, she tells people who ask. And Zoe can do many things, just like all children, but not everything. Zoe goes to school and plays most of the games, but not all of them. Zoe goes to the playground, and that is the problem. She plays in the sand, she plays catch the ball, and then she watches her friends on the swings, slides, and roundabouts. Why aren't there any rides for wheelie kids? I wish, Zoe tells her mother. What rides do you wish, Zoe? The lady sitting with her mother by the sand asks. Slides and swings and roundabouts, Zoe laughs. But there are wheelchair roundabouts, you know. The lady tells Zoe and her mother, but not in our park. Zoe looks around. Zoe's mother and the lady starts to talk. Grown-up stuff, boring. Zoe shakes her head and then she finishes off her sand city, which starts her thinking swings and roundabout again until Daisy joins her and the sand city gets bigger and better. On the way home, Zoe's mom talks about the lady in the park. Nina, that's her name. Thinks a wheelchair roundabout would be a great thing for all the children. We're going to get one. Zoe turned her head and laughed. Are we? And that's what happened. Bit by bit by bit. The parkman said yes, but it cost lots. The mother said we'll ask people to help. A sign went up. Zoe painted it with her friend Daisy. Help Zoe get her wheelchair roundabout. We need helpers and money. Daisy's dad found a wheelchair roundabout. Not new, but good for sale. Zoe's dad found helpers. The lady in the park started collecting money for the roundabout. Oh, said the parkman, I can't say no now, can I? If you collect up the money and everyone helps to set it up, then Zoe can have her wheelchair roundabout. In the next weeks, there were roundabout parties in the park, cookies and juice for Zoe's roundabout, and most people joined in and even gave a little extra. Daisy's dad agreed a price for the wheelchair roundabout, and another dad with a pickup truck went to collect it. A wheelchair roundabout needs a big hole to put in it, so a wheelchair can roll on and roll up easily. So there was a big round hole party, and the parkman couldn't stop laughing. Zoe, do you know what you've started with your idea? I can hardly believe it myself. And bit by bit, Zoe's wheelchair roundabout party was ready. The parkman tested it out, and it was time for the very last party, the biggest party, the wheelchair roundabout party. Cookies and juice, but this time free. Bright balloons on the roundabout and Zoe's wheelchair. A man from the TV came with our camera and the park was full of children to help Zoe test her whizzing roundabout. Zoe, you have to be the first to whiz around with your friends. I tried yesterday and it is fine, but that doesn't count. The parkman laughed. And so, Zoe's mom wheeled Zoe onto her own special roundabout. Daisy, Kitty, and Scamp, her school friends, joined in. Forfeit on, and she was going to give it a great big spinning push. The parkman laughed. What did I get myself into? And the TV man made a film of the first whizzing spin. The wheelchair roundabout spun, and everybody clapped, and Zoe laughed and laughed, spinning and whizzing, and she didn't want to stop at all. I feel giddy. It's great. My very own whizzing roundabout. I never would have dreamed it. But Zoe's mom shouted, Stop! You don't want to spin too much and let all the other children take a turn, Zoe. Yes, Zoe agreed. I love my whizzing roundabout, but after all those cookies, I feel a tiny bit sick. Not a good idea. Zoe's mom laughed. Yes, really kids can get sick on a whizzing roundabout too. But Zoe, please, not today, please. The parkman laughed too and whispered to Zoe's mom, there is a wheelchair swing and I have a plan. But please, don't tell Zoe yet. I need the rest. The whizzing roundabout.
I am the child, a poem about disability. I am the child who cannot walk. You often pity me. I see it in your eyes. You wonder how much I am aware of. I see that as well. I am aware of much. Whether you're happy or sad or fearful, patient or impatient, full of love and desire, or if you're just doing your duty by me. I marvel at the frustration, knowing mine to be far greater, for I cannot express myself or my needs as you do. You cannot conceive my isolation, so complete is at times. I do not give you in clever conversation. Your remarks to be laughed over and repeated. I do not give you answers to your everyday questions, responses over my well-being, sharing my needs, or comments about the world about me. I do not give you rewards as defined by the world standards. With strides and development, you can carry yourself. I do not give you understanding as you know it. What I give you is so much more valuable. I give you instead opportunities. Opportunities to discover the depth of your character, not mine, the depth of your love, your commitment, your patience, your ability to explore your spirit more deeply than you imagine as possible. I drive you farther than you would ever go on your own. Working harder, seeking answers to your many questions with no answers. I am the child who cannot talk. I am the child who cannot walk. The world seems to pass me by. You see the longing in my eyes to get out of this chair, to run and play like other children. There's much to take for granted. I want the toys on the shelf. I need to go to the bathroom. Oh, I dropped my fork again. I am dependent on you in these days. My gift to you is to make you more aware of your great fortune, your healthy back and leg, your ability to do it for yourself. Sometimes people very not do not see. I always love them. I feel not to envy as desire. Desires are left right. To put one foot in front of the other. To be independent. I gave you awareness. I am the child who cannot walk. I am the child who is mentally impaired. I don't learn easily. If you judge me by the world's measuring stick, what I do is infinite joy in simple things. I am not burdened as you are with the strifes and conflicts of a more complicated life. My gift to you is to grant you the freedom to enjoy things as a child, to teach you how much your arms are only need, to give you love. I give you the gift of simplicity. I am the child who is mentally impaired. I am the disabled child. I am your teacher. If you allow me, I will teach you what is really important in life. I will give you and teach you unconditional love. I teach you with my innocent trust, my dependency upon you. I teach you about how precious this life is and about not taking things for granted. I teach you about forgetting your own needs and desires and dreams. I teach you giving. Most of all, I teach you hope and faith. I am the disabled child.
And of course, this e-TSN webisode wouldn't be made possible without the effort and hard work of our dedicated, supportive, and young education program supervisor in English, Sir Rudyard Balacano. Let us hear his message.
We extend our warmest congratulations to each and every one of you for your stellar performance and unwavering dedication in the e-talent search for Nagueños. Your participation has truly made this event a remarkable success, showcasing the immense talent that thrives within our community. Your passion, creativity, and hard work have not only left an indelible mark on the contest, but have also inspired us all. The diverse array of talents on display was a testament to the rich cultural and artistic tapestry of our city. Each participant brought something unique to the table, making the competition an unforgettable experience for all involved. We want to express our sincere gratitude for your active involvement and commitment to making this event a celebration of talent and creativity. Your contributions have not only entertained but also brought joy and inspiration to the hearts of many. As we celebrate the conclusion of this virtual contest, we hope that this experience has been enriching and fulfilling for you. Your dedication to excellence has set a high standard, and we are confident that your talents will continue to shine brightly, both within our local community and beyond. Once again, congratulations on your outstanding achievements, and thank you for making the e-talent search for Nagueños a resounding success. We look forward to witnessing your continued success and growth in your respective fields.
That ends our Webisodes for today.
And of course, we would like to extend our warmest gratitude to the support of different schools to realize the 6th webisode of e-TSN.
We would also like to acknowledge our viewers who stayed with us since the beginning.
We are also looking forward for your usual support until
Merry
next
Christmas,
year.
everyone!
And have a prosperous new year. See you next year. Bye!